된장은 사납지만 주인을 잘 따르는 충견과 같아요. 공격적인 요소가 있지만 겁을 먹지 않고 길들이면 묵묵하게 주인을 따릅니다. 맛과 향이 강한 된장 또한 된장이 지닌 다양한 뉘앙스를 컨트롤할 수 있게 되면 그 매력에 빠지게 될 것입니다. 최근 한국을 방문한 미국 스타 셰프가 된장에 푹 빠졌습니다. 된장은 간장과 더불어 우리나라의 전통 발효식품으로 늘 한식 문화의 중심에 있었는데요. 장맛은 알면 알수록 복잡하고 미묘한 매력을 가지고 있죠. 미국 워싱턴 DC의 레버리 레스토랑 오너 셰프 조니 스페로는 워싱턴의 숨은 보석, 20대의 천재 셰프의 탄생, 오픈하자마자 미슐랭 스타 레스토랑 등 수많은 수식어를 가지고 정상에 올랐습니다. 그런데 잘나가던 식당에는 갑작스런 화재가 났고 그는 모든 것을 잃고 알코올 중독에 빠지게 됩니다. 그가 폐인처럼 지낸 지 1년이 지났을 무렵 자신만을 믿고 기다려준 가족, 걱정으로 가득한 아내와 어린 딸의 얼굴을 마주하고 정신을 차리고 힘을 내기로 결심하게 됩니다. 레스토랑은 화재 이전보다 더 나은 음식으로 다시 문을 열어야 했고 그는 오랫동안 어떤 음식을 만들지 고민하며 이곳저곳을 다니는데요. 그러다 우연히 특별한 고추장을 맛본 뒤 고민에 빠지게 됩니다. 처음 먹어본 딸기 고추장의 맛은 너무도 오묘했고 조니 스페로 셰프에 따른 2살밖에 안 됐지만 된장을 넣은 쌀죽을 만들어주니 와우와우라며 맛있게 받아 먹었다고 합니다. 제대로 된 장 담그는 법을 배우는 게 살길이라 믿고 그는 곧 한국행을 결심하게 됩니다. 한식의 뿌리를 찾아 자신의 요리에 근간을 삼고 화재 전보다 더 나은 레스토랑을 열기 위해서였죠. 조니 스페로 셰프가 한국에 도착해 처음으로 찾아간 곳은 장흥고시 종가 10대 종부이자 대한민국 제35 식품 명인 기순도 명인의 집이었습니다.
From K-pop and K-drama to K-town, America has fallen in love with Korean culture. And that includes K-food, with its unique range of spicy sauces. This morning on The Dish, Elizabeth Palmer takes us to rural South Korea to meet a legend of the Korean sauce world and her American guest, who is somewhat of a legend, too.
Deep in the countryside, row upon row of handmade clay pots called ongi fill the Ko family's yard. The seasons change here, but little else does. Nature sets the pace. Sundo Ki is both founder and matriarch. Today she has a guest from Washington, the American chef, Johnny Sparrow. For him, Mrs. Ki has decided to lift the lid on the family's pride and joy. Soybeans slowly fermenting with water and bamboo salt.
Oh, wow.
These are the magic ingredients that anchor Kisundo's line of signature sauces and pastes.
It's like the perfect combination of like sweet and savory and oh wow, super aromatic.
The alchemy of unhurried fermentation unlocks rich flavors in the family's zhang. That's the catch-all term for those delicious dark soy sauces and earthy bean pastes that give Korean food its range and pizzazz. Sundo Ki's zhang is some of the very finest, and Sparrow's here to see how it's made. He's on something of an enforced break after disaster struck last August. His Michelin-starred restaurant, Reverie, burnt down.
Does it hurt to think about it now?
We lost like literally everything. So books, knives, wine, everything.
It was devastating and left him with a stark choice.
There's two paths that I could have taken. The negative route that probably would have taken me to a place that I don't know where I would have gone or how I would have come back, or looking at it as an opportunity to really reshape what I want the restaurant to be.
Reverie 2.0 is poised to rise from the ashes.
One of my investors said, get the restaurant open and then go to therapy.
This is therapy of sorts. Exploring Korea, seeing, tasting, and cooking up a storm with the Australian chef Joseph Litterwood at his Michelin restaurant Yvette in Seoul. It's a time of reflection for a man who, after years of hard work and harder partying, has now started a family and cleaned up his act.
Giving up alcohol was a big deal for you.
Yeah, I think so, because I've had a lot of people ask how I did it. How did you, Johnny Spiro, just stop drinking? Because I had a little bit of a reputation. I had a lot of fun. But do I want to be in my 50s, hanging out at a bar with line cooks, beers and shots, lined up, and just being numb and not feeling anything?
The answer was no.
Yeah.
These days, sober, He's up for anything, including washing the soybean blocks called meju. They're then wrapped in twists of straw and hung to gather organisms from the air to kickstart fermentation. There are no artificial ingredients here, and no shortcuts either. Once the first zhang of the new year is done, the Ko family gathers to offer rice cakes and wine to the god of the clay pots, Chul Yung, and ask him to protect the fermentation. Divine benevolence, a deep respect for tradition, and Sundo Ki's taste and experience underpin this business, which she founded with her late husband in 1992. Now 74, she's been named Grand Master of Traditional Food Culture by the Korean government.
이렇게.
And she's agreed to show me how the chili paste known as gochujang is made. It takes soy, both ground and homemade sauce, plus rice, malt syrup, and chili powder.
How did you know how much chili to put in?
정량 있지. 이 정도면 넣어도 되지 여기다가.
She just put just the right amount.
The right amount, okay. I shouldn't have asked.
저희는 다 옛날
It's been done like this for 370 years, she tells me, and those are the products we sell today. With one exception. 14 years ago, Grandmaster Key suddenly went off-piste and added local strawberries to her classic gochujang.
It's a big step, right? Because you're messing with tradition here.
담양
But it was a hit at home and stateside too, where Johnny Sparrow got his first taste.
We tried it by itself at first, and I think we all just kind of stood there silent because no one knew how to describe it. But the strawberry stuff was like so complex, and it just lingers in like the most pleasant of ways.
Sparrow incorporated it into Reverie's previous menu long before he met its inventor. And today they're collaborating on a fresh batch, on the verge of exciting challenges. For him, a new restaurant. For her, a U.S. sales office, both inspired by their reverence for craftsmanship, family, and fine food.
Wow. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I mean, you really see the respect that goes into every single little drop of that. I mean, 370 years old for the oldest soy
I
sauce
know,
there.
and you know, just the right amount.
Yeah. No real recipe, just eyeball it. the right
What
amount.
is okay? So what are we tasting?
So I think what we have here is that strawberry gochujang that Elizabeth was talking about here. And it's supposed to be sweet, which I've never had before. Sweet and spicy?
It's very good.
Yes.
It's just the right amount of spice, if you ask me. It's delicious.
That's very good. Oh, it is spicy. It has a kick to it.
2021년 12월 유네스코 본부 레스토랑에서는 한국 발효식품의 미학이라는 행사를 개최하고 기순도 명인을 초대했습니다. 기순도 명인은 370년째 집안대대로 내려온 시간장을 항아리에 조금 담아갔습니다. 이때 유네스코는 항아리에 담아간 시간장을 유네스코 본부 금고에 보관했습니다. 가격을 매길 수 없을 정도로 귀중한 항아리였기 때문입니다. 이처럼 해외에서 더 소중하게 여기는 한국 전통 문화가 오래오래 보존되길 바라며 오늘 내용은 여기서 마칩니다. 이상 꿀튜브였습니다. 이번 영상이 도움되셨다면 구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요. 앞으로도 꿀튜브 채널에 많은 관심 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.